Hey YouTube, it's Bella. Hope you're having a blessed day. So I want to start making videos a lot about a topic that a lot of people talk about, but just my thoughts on relationships. I don't know why it's been weighing very heavily on my heart the past few months to talk about the interactions and the banter between men and women, or even sometimes things I've observed between women and women. I can't really talk about things I've seen with men and men because I am not a man, so I can't know what they think, but I can assume. I want to make videos regarding relationships and things that I see and questions that I have in my mind and things that I'm going through. And you could say it's from a bitter standpoint or it's from a point of hurt because, you know, I've been in about 4 serious relationships and I have dated before. And it hurts, you know, things in the past. But, I mean, certain things about relationships I want to talk about online. And you guys give your input and output. And I hope we can, open up a next level of communication now. I'm getting at a stage in my life where, you know, I come from a culture that they feel that women have an expiration date. I know a lot of cultures feel this way, so you might not necessarily look like me, but yes, a lot of cultures feel, I'm not going to name any, but that women have an expiration date, and I don't have that philosophy because I study higher thinking, and I'm not saying anyone who believes that has a lower form of thinking, but I know that there are certain obligations put on the woman, like a woman can have, must be perfect for the man, and the woman, you know, has an expiration date. And I dated people who are the same culture as me, and they felt the same way, honestly. And I've been interested in people who were not the same culture as me. They felt the complete opposite, but also the person was a little more educated than the first person. No shade, no tea. If you watch this, you are a little less educated and a little less well-rounded. But anyway, no shade, no tea. You don't watch my videos, right? Okay. So, I'm not sure which topics you'd like me to talk about, but any topics that you'd like me to speak about relationships, let me know, and I will start making a few of them. So, that'll be a new series on this channel. So, basically, the first thing I wanted to talk about is something I'm seeing a lot lately, and it kind of upsets me because, you know, I have brothers, and I hope to have a son someday, and honestly, I was raised by men, not really, you know, I was raised with a lot of strong men in my life, so I, you know, have to feel both these men had to do the job of the woman and the man in certain things because they were very, you know, very capable people. Or the job of the woman, the job of the man. See, you know, it's like there really isn't any job of the woman or the man, but you know what I mean. That's another thing I want to discuss, gender roles. It kind of upsets me when I hear this. I've been seeing a lot of things, and I'm gonna pull it up actually. Something that I saw. Hold on. It's actually a famous girl's sister. And she wrote something about her and her boyfriend. They look like boyfriend and girlfriend goals. They wear matching pants. They're the perfect height for each other. He picks her up like a trophy. And then I said, wow, that's something I would love to have. But then I read this and I kind of hoped that my son and my future son and my brother would not marry a woman like this, even though she's very gorgeous. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Okay. I will read it verbatim, and if you know who this is, great. No shade, no tea, like I said. It wasn't love at first sight, or at the 1000th sight either. After years of friendship, it hit from nowhere. He knows all my stories, my mistakes, and all my regrets. So let's just talk about that. It wasn't love at first sight. I get that. I don't believe in love at first sight. Or at the 1000th sight. Sometimes it takes a while to love a person. I get it. Love is not easy, so I'm not judging for that. After years of friendship, it hit from nowhere. He knows all my stories, mistakes, and regrets. That's great. I come from a culture where these things have to be covered up. These people are a different culture than me. So, I kind of admire that with a little envy. Even when I wanted this is where it starts to get crazy. Even when I wanted nothing to do with him, because I didn't want to accept that I could ever be attracted to someone as lowly as him. because I didn't want to think of the possibility of us together, me and someone as lowly as him, could entail. Because as usual, I kept putting everyone else's feelings before my own. So basically, everyone else's feelings before her own, meaning maybe her family, people around her. She said lowly as him, meaning like he's beneath her. Like, how could she ever like someone as like him? I kept putting, even then I was a monster. I showed him my ugliest. He still cared. That is the best type of love is all about. Someone who accepts you. Again, she goes back to someone who accepts you completely, flaws and all. My opinion has nothing to do with accepting flaws. If you're being an out and out bitch to someone, if you're not interested, don't waste their time, you know? You know, you sound like you're putting together like you tolerate him, basically. And you said you were a monster to him, and he accepted it, so that's love. So basically, because he has a penis and you have a vagina, he's supposed to accept that you mistreat him. If a man had 50 side bitches, let's say, for example, and I was chasing the man, and I was like, I'm going to take my place as a side bitch until I could be the main chick, that would not be considered love. They would be saying he's a player and I'm a dumb bitch, but because it's the other way around, it's fine. Is the purest form of friendship. Someone that can always read through the lines, be there no matter what, and you must be willing to meet my standards. And I place them very high. You have still not met them yet, but I know someday you will. Again, you're wasting the man's time. Putting him in matching pants like you is not going to not waste his time. Let the man live for a person who sees him for who he truly is, in my opinion. Love is pride aside, and I had to set my pride aside to love you. I had to tolerate you, have patience and strength and dedication to accept you. This is so ridiculous. This is not even a joke. You can't make this stuff up. That is what I strive to be for you too. Because you deserve no less than that. Even though I put you through hell, you deserve well, you broken person. And I broke you. I'm so absolutely glad I made the right decision. And although you are a different level than me, you proved me wrong. It has truly been the best year ever, and I thank you for it all. So again, this couple, she puts that down. So basically, I've noticed a lot of women saying that they put a lot of walls up for the men, and the men keep on chasing them. The men are expected to not have feelings. They're supposed to be considered subhuman almost to keep on doing it. But if a man does it to a woman, then that's considered wrong. First of all, don't waste anybody's time. Like I said, everybody I met, I feel like there's always been a piece missing of them. I think there's truly a piece missing in me too. And nobody's perfect. And I remember liking two people at once one time. And one person had 5 good qualities that the other didn't have. The other one had 5 good qualities the other one didn't have. And I wish to God they could merge into one person, but they couldn't. And that's what happened. I'm with neither of them. But that's the story. And that only happened one time where I liked 2 people at once. That did happen once. So, my opinion, if you have to tolerate the person, if they're lowly, if they're at a different level, don't do it. You know, let them go and let them find the person. If you can love, let's say you can't love a person 100%. Let's say you can only love this person 40% if they're trying their best. Let another person love them 70% or 80%, you know. Give the person, you're settling because probably the bad boy is treating you like crap, smacking you around, demanding you to do it this position and that position, and you're getting tired of it, and this jackass keeps on following you. So, that's just my opinion. You know, if you're in that position, the person not meeting your standards, honestly, let them go, because you deserve better to find someone that fulfills your needs better, and they deserve someone who will love them for who they are. That's my philosophy. Do what you want with that. I've seen that a lot about how, like, stories about women pushing men away and then men chasing after the woman, and I don't want my future sons to grow up in a culture where they think that's acceptable. I will only strive for the love where the person puts me as their top priority. No female friend, no mom, no nothing is going to come before our relationship. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I come before your family, I come before your friends. We have to have you have to have a special place in your heart for me that nobody can touch that spot. No one can even tip their feet in that specific spot. And I cannot tip my feet in their specific spot because they're supposed to have a special place in their heart for you. So that's the only love that I would strive for. And I feel like if you can't love a person wholeheartedly, flaws and all, and the flaw is not pushing a person away, but that they're not a perfect person, then I would say that, let the person go. Let them go. And let them find love.